Okay. I forgot to look and see what episode this is. It's around, I don't know. But episode 120 something. Maybe 130. I don't even know. But anyway, in this episode, we're still in Farmington, New Mexico at that like park, like the racetrack park and everything, staying there. So we drove, it was about 2 hours away, I think it was, two and a half, way on some back roads. I mean, dirt roads, rough roads, all the way back to Chaco Canyon, which was a national monument. And it was just a huge and a lot of Pueblo-like cities. Towns, I guess you could say, more than cities, but there was a bunch of them in this one canyon. It was a really neat canyon, but it was way out in the middle of nowhere in New Mexico, and it was really interesting. A lot was still standing after, I don't know, 1,000 years probably. It was, I don't remember the dates of all of it, but it was old stuff and it was really neat. So hope you enjoy this episode. Okay, we are at Chaco Cultural National Historic Site.
Park. It's a
park.
It's national.
No, it's not a national park. National Historic Park. But this was from 1,000 years ago or more. But we are out in the middle of nowhere. We're going to drive around this, and there's a bunch of different giant houses, or whatever you call them. They're just like we saw at Aztec. You can see stuff up there on the hill, like, I guess, dilapidated ones, but there's big houses or whatever up here. So okay, so what I saw in the distance was actually the building, what is left of it. It's a big, look at all them pieces of rocks they got. But you're talking 1,000 years ago, more like 1,100 or so. That's crazy how each stone is fitted so well tight there. And well, this is a huge place though, as you'll see when we get up here to the top. Huge, like, building or community. Watch him knock it down. Way to go. Oh, so it's a bunch of little buildings or something. Okay, we climbed up here to see some petroglyphs, which I don't know if you can see them with the GoPro. They're right there. Oh, there's one of a, I can't even tell what that, oh, you should see all these, babe.
Yeah, there, that whole cliff face fell.
I guess those are deer. handprints. I don't know if you can see with this.
You know, the bad things would be the sun.
Oh, that's what those are for. Those little things tell you and point up, oh, you can't go that way. So it's just this right here. Hungo Pavi, Chacoan Great House, occupation AD 1000 to 1250s. This must have been pretty big because it's from here all the way over there. So it took up this whole area, so it must have been a monstrous.
Well, that last one said it was 100 rooms that we just did.
Wow. So this one is pretty huge to me.
Yes, I can't imagine what this one was.
So we're around the back side here, and all the walls still standing.
I guess these were 2-story. And they just filled in because that's the floor. Look at the old wood.
Yeah. Well, they probably put game or something underneath, or most had like basements. We don't know what that is over there, but you can't go to it. But I'm guessing somebody may have built something in the 1800s over there or something, because that looks a lot newer and fresh and squared off and stuff. Look at these walls. It's crazy stuff built that long ago, just by hand. Now they put the big rocks, then a bunch of little rocks all the way across, and another layer of big rocks. Pretty neat, and get them all fit together with their own type of mortar they came up with. Yeah, I know, I was just talking about it. I just can't believe how much little rocks they put in there. They probably had kids and everybody was involved. What's crazy is their mortar there. I wonder what they used for like a concrete to solidify like that, how they figured that out.
Sand, mud, and water.
I know, but what would make it get like concrete, you know?
Well, that's kind of what concrete is
Sand, rock, water, but you got.
This was tall.
Yeah. Who knows how tall it really was?
I know, because the sand covered a lot of it up.
It's crazy that this is still standing after all them years. Oh, look at the wood in the middle here. Big chunks of wood through there. And these, I guess, rotted out or fell out that were in there. Yeah, I see it in there. They always put wood in above each window. See, I bet these mounds weren't here.
No, that's what I'm saying. They said the sand buried it.
Well,
I was
and
saying
then,
at that first one that all this is buried.
yeah.
Sand just blown up and buried it.
Well, and then all the stuff, walls and everything fell, and it's... Okay, next is Chaco Kettle. So this was occupied 950 to 1250. Chaco Kettle is the second largest Chicoan grade house. It covers more than 3 acres and contains a great kiva. Elevated kivas as builders constructed second and third stories. They created an elevated plaza that stands 12 feet above the valley floor. Architectural design and large-scale engineering are typical of Chaco Kettle and other Chicoan grade houses. Builders quarried and erected massive blocks of rooms during building episodes. The people built dams and canals and engineered straight avenues and roads that crisscrossed the region and connected Chaco to distant communities. All these projects required complex planning, organization, and cooperation on a region-wide level. Succeeding generations carried on the work of their predecessors and created a unique vision of their world unlike anything before or since.
You skipped, you know.
Jeez. This one is massive. Looks like they're doing some restoration there. How many people lived here? Wow. I guess you can't go any farther this way. They put a door on there for some area closed beyond sign. Locked to protect fragile walls. Huh. Interesting. Man, these walls are thick. I guess they were preparing for you just wonder how high they were. Because the next one we're walking to is, that's probably 2 foot thick. All these walls, some of them even thicker. Man, I can't imagine how long it took them to build these things. And then decide where where their doors are going to go and stuff. And here's the big kiva, which we think is some I think they think is some ceremonial place or whatever. Who knows? Maybe they. Yeah, that's so weird. Hopefully they didn't do sacrifices here. But they were built like that up at the Aztec one too, that we walked into. Maybe it's some sort of sport. Maybe this is where they stood around and watched their games. They had games or something. Guess I'll sit here and wait for Michelle to catch up.
So we're going to one of the ruins, Joe. I went a different way, but walking along the rocks, but there's petroglyphs. Right in there. There's some. And back there was like a round hole. I mean, perfectly round. I'd love to know. There's numbers along here, but we don't get any service, so I don't know how you know what the numbers are supposed to be for. We got a book for the other place that we're going to go to that's near this one, but look at this cluster of cactus. Man, that's a huge, and it's blooming. Wow, that is big, and it's going to have a lot of blooms on it. That is so cool. I'd love to see it all bloomed out. That's right there.
That big hole in the rock. That looks like that whole piece is just gonna fall. I can't believe it's still standing.
Look at this.
What?
Oh, look at all the petroglyphs.
Oh,
But look
yeah.
at this. It's crack. You can see daylight through it.
Yeah. Look at how deep that one petroglyph is.
Yeah, it's really deep.
Huh. That rock's there, it's crazy. Archaeologists call Pueblo Bonito a Chacoan great house. This monumental public building served surrounding communities in the region when Chaco was a major center of Puebloan culture between AD 850 and 1150. This building embraced many roles. Those functions included ceremony, administration, trading, storage, hospitality, communications, astronomy, and burial of the honored dead. Only a small portion seems to have served as living quarters. From the remnant walls and foundations, try to imagine the building in use. More than 600 rooms towered 4 and 5 stories above the valley floor, with covering 3 acres. The building's unique D-shaped geometry enclosed 2 plazas with dozens of ceremonial kivas. Straight avenues link the building with nearby and distant great houses. So that's what they think it may have looked like in the early 80s, 1100. That's crazy when you look at that. Wow. Huh. Wait, so this is from up above. This is ridiculous. Crazy. How huge this thing is and how the walls are so tall. Wow. Then there's another one over there. So there's one over there, giant one here, and then that one around the corner now, you can't see it. All right in this valley here, along with the one we saw earlier, and there's more that way too. Okay, so on this backside, we just walked down from up there where we had that view over it. But look at they put these big solid beams up here to hold the wall up, keep it from falling. But look at how high up they went. Pretty amazing. Wow. There's a cemetery? Weather Hill Cemetery. Quarter of a mile.
I don't even see a trail.
Right there. Well, they put a gutter up, I guess, to keep the water from in here too. Keep it from destroying stuff. A roof, they put a roof in it. I don't see any numbers anywhere.
Should be number 8.
You sure?
Didn't we just come in here and go around there?
Yeah. What's number 8 say?
This is the oldest section of Pueblo Bonita, dating from 850 to the late 900s CE. It consisting of approximately 100 ground floor and upper story rooms. The Coconins built 3 to 5 kivas, circular subterranean ceremonial rooms in front of the crescent-shaped block of rooms. As with most other great houses, this early section was incorporated into subsequent stages of construction.
Look at all these circular kievs everywhere. Okay. What's it say about the plaza?
It says you are now entering 2 major plazas of Pueblo Bonito. These open areas are well defined by the multi-structured room blocks that flank them to the north, east, and west. A central wall along a north-south axis divides the important areas at modern pueblos where many activities take place: public ceremonies, trading, community gatherings, and daily activities. There was only one entryway into the interior of Pueblo Bonita and the plazas. The original entrance was in the southeastern corner of the western plaza. Originally 7 feet wide, the entrance was later remodeled into 3-foot wide doors. This is a great kiva. Modern Puebloans use kivas for religious worship, preparation, dance, prayer vigils, public gatherings, and other activities. Great kivas, a key element of Chacoan architecture, are found in nearly every, what is it? Is it Chacoan?
Chacoan
community built between 900 and 1200 CE. Great kivas are often within or near the plazas of great houses. Some are along roads or on prominent ridges or hills. Others, like the Casa Riconda across the canyon, were central to communities.
Okay, this is 11. Great kiva features from 1921 through 1927. Neil Judd excavated Pueblo Bonito for the Smithsonian Institute, the National Geographic Society. He identified features in Chacoan kivas called house kivas and clan kivas that distinguished them from kivas found in other ancestral Puebloan settlements. Chacoan kivas are enclosed within square rooms and contain a subfloor vault, a subfloor ventilation system, a fire pit, a low masonry bench encircling the base of the Roman pilasters, masonry boxes, built on the benches to support the roof. Chacoans set a small piece of log inside, but not extending beyond the masonry boxes, perhaps to cushion the weight of the massive log and earthen roof. Chacoans placed logs from one pilaster to the next, creating a cribbed roof, stacked log, or dome structure covering the kiva interiors. When they leveled the top of the juniper bark and rock and dirt, a central hatchway in the center of the flat roof vented smoke and enabled people to enter and exit the kiva. They got ceilings and floors, like closing material, clay, sand, secondary beams, primary beams. Gotta go through here. That's where Michelle's going. And that's what they're showing. They have beams over the doors. What? Oh. It's almost like, is there one? Oh my gosh, this is, oh my God. Oh my, I can't fit. Ow. It's like I have no flexibility. I ain't going any farther because I think it's a dead end. Keep going. Gosh, these things are little. Oh gosh. Which way'd you go? Either way.
I went this way.
Whew. Almost didn't make it through that one. Oh, wow. This is crazy. These people had to be freaking little. Why would they make them so low? Oh, oh my God. This is crazy. Some of them. Huh?
You filming all this?
Yeah, I'm filming all. Oh my gosh. It'd be like a maze in here. Kids would be playing in here and a maze. All these rooms. Oh, we should have went that way. How do you get out of here?
Here's. Oh, the arrow was that way. You want to read that?
Welcome to one of the intact original rooms open to Chaco visitors. The ceiling, wooden beams, walls, and doorways were built in 1082 AD, over 900 years ago. In spring of 2004, the walls in this room were replastered to protect the old original plaster, scarred by carved graffiti.
Oh, I bet it's in here.
Oh,
There's the ceiling and stuff. You want to go in there?
no, I ain't going in there.
No, video it. I don't know.
Okay. I don't think
The ceiling is like what we saw at the Aztec.
I don't think it's too dark in there. Okay. All right. Wetherell Cemetery. Richard Wetherell, a controversial figure in the history of the Southwest, is buried in this historic cemetery. He spent much of his life exploring the region, excavating sites, and selling artifacts. Wetherell came to Pueblo Bonita from the Mesa Verde area in 1896, working with American Museum of Natural History. Wetherell's excavating practices, equal to many professionals of his day, were soon criticized. Complaints from archaeologists and universities halted his activities at Chaco and led to the creation of our nation's first law protecting antiquities. Wetherell turned to ranching and operating a trading post at Pueblo Bonita. His relationship with the Navajo families of Chaco Canyon was mixed. Some families were loyal and others accused him of mistreatment. On June 22nd, 1910, Weatherhill was killed by Chris Chilling Begay after a heated dispute between his hired hand and Navajo neighbors. Others buried in the historic cemetery are Marita Weatherhill, Grace at City, C.A., and Ramona Griffin, several local Navajo people, unidentified as was the custom, and others. A 600-foot round-trip trail leads to the cemetery. Richard Weatherhill died June 11, 1910. Wow. Okay. Pueblo del Arroyo, 1075 to 1250s. Looks like it was on the edge of the river that I don't even know if it's getting water in it. Guess we'll find out when we get up here. Man, this area must have had a heck of a community in it, because it is huge. There's the one big one we just came from earlier, and here's another one which is actually pretty sizable too, lengthwise. Not it's crazy how much was built. Wonder how many people were here. Thousands upon thousands, I'm guessing. Sure got a lot of these circular pits everywhere. This is our fifth one in a row down through this valley. And then there's a sixth one, seventh one. I think there's 8 of them. I don't know. I'd have to look at the map. See the wood sticking out? Think of that wood's 900 years old. I don't think there's any. Well, this wall looks like it could fall. I don't think there's any water down here. Look. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going through a lot. That's why we're probably late with this video. Devin's buying a house. We're going to have to move him. It's almost Thanksgiving break. Teaching every day. It's just a lot. Michelle's teaching every day for a pregnant gal until January. And we're trying to make sure we keep up on our videos. We still got a ton of stuff. I don't even know what time of the month it was when we were there, but there's so much video we still got. So we got plenty to cover until we get back on the road. But anyway, remember, God loves you, but only Jesus can save you.